we just talked about valence electrons, but let's talk about how we can prove valence electrons primarily for the representative elements of the S and P block using orbital notation. So let's remember our S block, and I'm going to color code again. So I'm going to do S in pink, and I'm going to do P in blue. Oh, and I'm sorry, the boxes are backwards, but we're just going to have to deal with them today. So remember, our S block is our first two columns. Remember, our S block is this column, these two columns, and the P block are these columns. And I'm sorry, I cannot draw a straight line to save my life. And remember, yet again, helium is in the S block. Okay, so now that we kind of have the refresher of what our S and P blocks are, let's look at how orbital notation might be able to help us prove valence electrons. So column 1 has 1 valence electron. It's in the S block, and it has 1 electron in it. So that's S1, meaning S block with 1 electron. S2, the second column, is still in the S block, so you put an S there, and it has 2 valence electrons, so you put a 2 in front of it. Because remember, S block can hold up to 2 valence electrons. So S1, S2. Now our P block restarts at 1 because it's the first orbital or first electron in a new block. But this has 3. So remember, valence electrons are S plus P. It's a very nice way of looking at it. S plus P. So this has 3 valence electrons. It's in the P block. And S, now ask yourself, we've filled up the S orbitals, we have 2. So we're always starting in the P block with S2. So what's 2 plus what equals 3? Oh, this is P1. 4 is P2 because we're 1, 2 into the P block. 5 is P3 because we're 1, 2, 3 into the P block. 6 is P4. 7 is P5. And 8 is P6, except for, remember, poor helium over here, which is S2. So when we're looking at proving valence electrons through the orbital notation, like hydrogen has 1 valence electrons, this is S1. Everything in this column is S1. Everything in this column is S2. Now, when we get to like boron over here, we have 3 valence electrons. So it would be S2, then P1 would be the orbital notation for proving valence electrons. I hope this helps. Thank you so much.